Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Friday, June 20th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, so first we got to recap the previous day's results. This 100% should have been a sweep. If Sabrina doesn't go 3 of 16 from the field and miss her PRA by half of a point, we go 6-0, but unfortunately we can't have nice things because Sabrina sucked. Okay, but we went 5-1 on the day, bringing our season record to 79-74. So I can't complain too much because we had both 11.5-point dogs win the game outright. Both of them. That is absurd. First game, you have the Phoenix Mercury at the New York Liberty. Mercury plus 11.5. Forget the points. They win 89-81. Alyssa Thomas, she looked like the best player on the court. Maybe Stewie, because Breanna Stewart dropped 35, 3, and 2. But AT, 18 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. They beat the Liberty when Satu Sabli went 4 of 18 from the field. You had Makani dropped 21 and 6. You had freaking Sammy Whitcomb go 16, 5, and 5. Then off the bench, you had Laxa dropping 13, 1, and 1. You had 5 different players on this Mercury team in double digits. Good Lord. For the Liberty, you have one massive injury news. Jonquel Jones only played 8 minutes, and then she left the game due to an ankle injury. They just have to sit her until the Commissioner's Cup semifinal game. I don't know why they're playing her. She's clearly injured, and they keep trying to rush her back. This is now the 3rd time this season she has left a game early because of an ankle injury. Like, hey, just sit her down for 3 weeks. Don't let her play until you play the Fever for the Commissioner Cup. Like, quit trying to rush her back. You have backups. Like, you have Naira Sabli who can fill into that center role. You can play big with Stewie down low. You can have Burke at the power forward and then move Johannes into the guard spot to take over for Cloud and just send her down to the 3. Like, you have options. Quit trying to rush Jonquel back. It's clear she is not okay. So I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. Mercury, they are legit as hell. We then won the Alyssa Thomas PRA over 29.5. What is she? That's 33. She finished with 40. They keep on disrespecting AT on this PRA. I don't know what they're doing. Then Valkyries, plus 11.5. Get that nonsense out of here. They win the game. They almost cover the reverse spread. They win 88-77. They win the final quarter 33-18. It doesn't matter who they start on this team or who actually sees minutes. If you put on a Valkyries jersey, you just become better. They played a rotation of how many people? They played a 9-person rotation. Everyone saw a minimum of 14 minutes. You had Chloe Bibby make her WNBA debut, drop 4 of 9 from the field. You had Letitia Amihir, who they cut from their preseason roster, played 19 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks. You then had Kayla Thornton make 5 of 8 threes. Veronica Burton shot 2 of 11 from the field, and they still beat the Fever by 11. The over also hit as the total finished at 165. Now you may be thinking, how the hell did they beat the Fever? Caitlin Clark played like ass. She finished with 11, 7, and 9, so almost a triple-double, but it wasn't good. 3 of 14 from the field, 0 of 7 from three-point land, with 6 turnovers. This shit was ugly. Lexi Hall, 32 minutes played, only 3 points. It was gross. Every single bit of it was gross. So, shout out to the Valkyries for winning and hitting the over. Then our one loss, goddamn Sabrina. We had her points, rebounds, and assists over 28.5. No Jonquel Jones. So Sabrina's just going to shoot them all a million times. 3 of 16 from the field. 1 of 10 from deep. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. She finishes at 28. I am in pain. Not really, though, because we went 5-1, so I'm chilling. Anyway, that is the recap. No one added to or taken off the ban list. See, this is a perfect example as why Steph White is on the ban list. Banned. Forever. The Fever suck. Okay, on to tomorrow's picks. First game of the day, it is the Dallas Wings and the Connecticut Sun. This is probably the worst game of the year. I would not watch this. I would not throw any serious amount of money on this. Just look at the box score and laugh. Previous meeting between these teams was also played in Connecticut. The Dallas Wings won 109-87. I just don't think laying 4.5 points with this Wings team should be something you are ever doing, no matter who they're playing. It literally does not matter. So I will take the Suns, but I am not confident about this pick, nor will I be putting much money on it. The Wings, they are 2-11 on the season, coming off of a rare home win, 80-71 against the Golden State Valkyries. Really not that impressive of a win. I know I just hyped up the Valkyries a ton because they beat the Fever and they're now 500 on the season. But truth be told, they've lost literally all of their starters. They've just signed a bunch of players who got cut at the beginning of the season, and they live and die by the three-pointers. So every once in a while, they're going to lose to a bad team because they simply can't put the ball in the hoop. The Wings, they do have Paige back. Obviously, this is her second game now back in Connecticut, so that's kind of exciting. Arike Gumbawale still only has one game this season where she has shot the ball over 50%. I just cannot back this team. Sun, they've been playing with more energy ever since the Caitlin Clark fight / Sophia Cunningham fight happened, which is fun to watch. They're just kind of really badass. I think this is probably their one winnable game in like their next 4 or 5. You get the Wings. They don't play defense. The Sun need to win a home game eventually. So if there was a game to get, I think it would be this one. They played a tight game in their most recent home game. It was an 8-point loss to the Mercury. If Marina Mabry would have been able to shoot the ball, they could have won that game. So they're not playing horrible. They covered against the Fever. They covered against the Mercury. I think they can cover here. Game of the Sun, game of the over. Next game, another one that probably going to be gross as well. Washington Mystics, Atlanta Dream. These two teams literally just played. Give me the Dream, -7.5. Give me the over, 158.5. So these teams just played 6 days ago. That score, it was a complete ass whooping. 89-56, and that was in DC. So you're going to go win by 33 on the road. Then you're only favored by 7.5 at home. Riddle me how that makes any sense. Mystics, it's a young team. It's basically all rookies with Sykes and Stephanie Dolson down low. The Dream, 4-1 this year at home. They're a bunch of veterans, and they're huge. Mystics, 5-7 on the year, coming off of a road win at the Chicago Sky, 79-72. I'm not going to put much weight into that because the Sky are just a joke of an organization. Brittany Sykes did drop 32 in that game, so if Sykes can pop off, they might be able to stay in this game. That is the angle I'm going to attack on the points, rebounds, and assist part of it. But I don't see the rest of the team doing much. You have a bunch of rookies going up against very veteran, large players on Atlanta. The previous meeting, the Mystics shot just 29% from the field, 18% from deep, and they had 13 turnovers. They didn't even score 60 points. That was not very good. The Dream, they're 8-4 in the year, coming off of a pretty brutal loss to the Liberty by 5 points. They were beating the tar out of the Liberty for 3 quarters. Then they just forgot how to play basketball in the 4th. This is a nice get-right spot back at home. Again, the Mystics have a ton of young players, two mostly in Citron and Kiki Irifan. They're not going to be able to do much. I mean, Kiki has to play down low against Brittany Griner. Have fun with that. And then Citron has to figure out the guard combination of Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray. Citron, I think, is like 5'7". Alicia Gray is 6'1". Ryan Howard 6 foot. Jordan Canada is not very tall, but she's very, very skilled. I just don't think it's going to go very well, just like game 1. So I'll take the Dream at home minus the points. I'll take the over 158.5. Final game on the day, then we got 2 player props. I would probably have more player props, but there's nothing listed for the Storm and Aces game. I really don't understand how there's nothing listed when this is like the marquee game of the day, but okay, whatever. Comment section, do not yell at me. I understand the Aces are shit. Trust me, I've lost enough money betting against them. Or betting with them, sorry. But I'm going to do it again because I'm a stubborn bitch. Give me the Aces plus 3.5. Give me the under 163.5. I'm going to die on this ship. Aja Wilson, questionable for this game. I tried looking it up on multiple different sites. They're all like, oh, she might play concussion protocol, blah, blah, blah. It would appear as though she is playing. This line opened at 4.5. It's now down to 3.5. Hopefully she plays. If she plays, I would legitimately have the Aces favored of this game. I would take the Aces all the way to like -2.5 or 3.5 if Aja's on the court. If not, we might be running into some problems, but I'm still going to blindly take the Aces. There's no way they're this bad. The Storm, 7-5 on the road, coming off of a monster 31-point road win against the Sparks. Not going to read much into that because the Sparks did not have Kelsey Plum or Rakia Jackson. It was literally De'Erica Hamby, Azurá Stevens, and then 2 guards they picked up off of the street. So I don't really care about that. Storm, they're first in the WNBA in field goal percentage, 47% from the field. However, second worst rebounding team in the WNBA. If Aja is back, that is not going to end well. Even without Aja, Kia Stokes, their backup center, she's really good on the boards. She can't shoot for shit, but she's going to get you a bunch of boards. Aces, 5-6 on the year. They've lost 2 in a row. They 100% should have covered that Lynx game. Nafisa Cutler didn't play the entire second half. They just couldn't shoot the ball at all. They're better at home this year, 3-2 overall in Vegas, 1-1 against this Storm team. They lost the first meeting by 20. They won the second meeting by 5. I think they can do it again. It's their first actual home game against the Storm. I think they can win outright. All right, now we're looking at the 2 player props. We're going Paige Beckers. I'm taking her PRA over 28.5. This is her second game back in Connecticut. First game, she dropped 21, 5, and 7. That is 32. The Sun don't play any defense. Should be a high-scoring game. I see no reason why Paige can't do it again. Second player prop, we're going Brittany Sykes. I'm taking her PRA over, or sorry, this is just PR, not PRA. Hold on, let me edit that. All right, sorry, I fucked that up like twice. This is her points and assists over 22.5, not her PRA, just her PA 22.5. I think. I'm going to have to double check. I'll leave it in the comments section. I don't know how I fucked this up. I got to look at my ticket. Anyway, if the Mystics are going to keep this game close, it is going to basically have to come from Sykes. I don't see anywhere else they can do it. Sonia Citron's just not big enough or skilled enough yet to actually compete against a very veteran team. I think Kiki is going to have massive problems down low trying to fight through Griner. So it's going to be Brittany Sykes versus the entire Dream Team. She's coming off of a game where she scored 32 points and 5 assists. I think she can get it here. I like her over 22.5. I simply think that's too low. So yeah, give me her PA over 22.5. Give me Paige Beckers PRA over 28.5. All right, that's going to do it for me in this video. I'm now going to double check my ticket to clarify. I really think it's I think it's points and assists, 22.5. Let me see what the hell I have on my ticket. Hold on. FanDuel's loading. Hurry up, you bitch. Hurry it up. Come on. It is... Dun-dun, dun-dun. Loading, 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 loading. Loading. Here it is. Yep, Brittany Sykes, points plus assists, over 22.5 at -106. So, yeah, you're getting a good price on it too. Sweet. Points and assists, 22.5. Checks out. All right, thanks for watching the video. Sorry I'm an idiot, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.